Hello, my lovely viewers. Welcome again to Mathematics and I. It is your presenter, Jefferson, and today on the board we have a new topic known as quadratic equations. First of all, what do you understand by the word equation? Now, an equation is an expression with an equality sign. For instance, when I have 2x plus 4 equals to 10, this is an equation. Why? Because there's an equality sign present in it. But when I have something like this, 4x minus 5, this alone is an expression. Because why? There is no equality sign. So an equation, the difference between an equation and an expression is simple. An equation carries an equality sign. An expression does not carry an equality sign. Now that you know what an equation is, there are different types of equation. We have a simple linear equation, we have a simultaneous equation, we have a quadratic equation, and polynomials. So, but today we are going to be looking at quadratic equations. Now, how do you know a quadratic equation? First of all, it takes the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where your a, your b, and your c are constants. They are representing values. Now, under quadratic equations, we have different methods for solving it. We have the formula method, we have the factorization method, we have the completing the square method, and as well we have the graphical method. So today, the method we shall be using in solving quadratic equation is the formula method. The formula method. Now, like I said, we have different methods for solving quadratic equation. So today we are going to be looking at just one of these methods, which is known as the formula method. Now, before you can make use of formula method in solving quadratic equation, you need to understand the formula. Now, the formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, that is the formula for solving quadratic equation using formula method. X equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, you will notice that from the format I gave to you, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, this is the b here, this is my a, and this is my c. So it means that whenever you are given a quadratic equation question and you are told to use formula method in solving it, what do? You need to make sure you know the values of a, b, and c in order for us to be able to use this formula. So today we shall be looking at just two examples, and after these two examples, we are done with today's class. Remember, we are using formula method in solving quadratic equation. Okay, without wasting time, let us take a question. Imagine the question says, find the value of x in the equation 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Now, find the value of x in the equation 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Now, remember, what method are we using? We are using the formula method. Now, what does that mean? It means that even when we use the other method, we are still going to get the same answer. Now, how do we begin using formula method in solving quadratic equation? Let us see solution. Now, the question is 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. Now, when the question is given to you, the first thing you have to do is bring your what? Your general formula, which is the ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now, equating these things, you will notice that, watch, my a in this question is 4. How is a 4? Remember, A is the variable that x squared is carrying. Now, for me to know my A in this question, I have to look what number is x squared also carrying. Now, x squared is carrying 4. So automatically A is 4. Now, what is my B? Now, B, if you check now, B is the one that x alone is carrying. Now, what is x alone carrying here? Also 4. So my B is also 4. And then the last I have is my C. Now, what is my C? My C is the one that is not carrying x. And what is not carrying x here? 1. So it means my C is equal to 1. Now, class, once we have gotten the values of A, B, and C, the next thing you do is to introduce the formula. And we said the formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, what do we do next? We substitute these values. Anywhere I see b, I give the value of 4. Anywhere I see a, I give the value of 4. And anywhere I see c, I give the value of 1. So let's go. Substitute here we have this. X is equal to minus, now my b is 4, plus or minus square root of, now b again is 4, but this time raised to power 2, 4 raised to power 2, minus 4, bracket, this is a, what's my a? My a is 4, bracket, what's my c? My c is 1, all over 2, bracket a is 4. Okay, we have substituted the values. Now, without wasting time, we have this. X is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of. Now, 4 raised to power 2 means 4 times 4, and that is 16. Now, here becomes 16 minus 4 times 4 also is 16, and 16 times 1 is also 16. All over 2 times 4 will give us 8. Now, without wasting time, we have this. X is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of 0. How did I get 0? 16 minus 16 is 0. All over, what do I have now? All over 8. Now, without wasting time, we have this. The square root of 0 is 0. So here becomes x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus 0 over what? Sorry, over 8. Over 8. Now, listen up. When you have something like this, a plus or minus b, it simply means a plus b or a minus b. Why? Because I have two signs here, a plus b or a minus b. So now, what do I do in this case? When I get to this place, I simply say, minus 4 plus 0. Just separate it to make it much more clearer. When I separate this, I will get this. Minus 4 plus 0 over 8 or minus 4 minus 0 over 8. Because why? I have two signs here, the plus and minus sign. So when I work with this, I get this. X is equal to minus 4 plus 0 will give us minus 4 over 8 or minus 4 minus 0 also will give us minus 4 over 8. Now, if we cancel out, I believe 4 can cancel 4, and 4 can also cancel 8. When we do that, if 4 cancel 4, we're going to get minus 1, and if 4 cancel 8, I will get 2. Or, if 4 also cancel minus 4, I will get minus 1, and when 4 cancel 8, I will get 2. So, class, it means when we solve the equation 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Using formula method, this is how you should go about it. And mind you, class, the answer that we always get in every quadratic equation is called the root of the equation. The roots of the equation. So my root of the equation here now is minus 1 over 2 or minus 1 over 2. Okay, now this is example number 1. Let us take a look at another example again to make the math much more easier for you to understand. Okay, now imagine we have this. We should find the value of x2 in this. Example number 2. Imagine we have this 9x squared. Okay, let's say minus 6x, okay, plus y equal to 0. Okay, let's see this now. We should find the values of x here too. Now, like I said, the first thing that we are going to do now is to bring our general formula, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now, let us get the values of a, b, and c. Now, our a now here is the number that x squared is carrying, and that's what, 9. And my b is the number that x is carrying, and that is what, minus 6, not 6. Minus 6. And also, my c is the number that is not carrying x, which is what, 1. Okay, now knowing this, what do we do next now? We introduce the formula for solving quadratic equation using formula method. And the formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, what do we do next? We substitute these values. Now, substituting the values, x is equal to minus, now the b, my b now is minus 6. So I'll give it in a bracket, minus 6 plus or minus square root of, now my b is also minus 6, but this time raised to power 2, minus, okay, now what do we have here? 4 bracket, a is 9, close your bracket, and my c is 1. Okay, all over, what do we have down? 2 bracket, what's my a? My a is 9. Okay, now we have substituted the values into the formula. Let us continue solving. Here becomes x is equal to, now minus times minus will give us plus. So what do we have here now? 6 plus or minus square root of, now minus 6 raised to power 2 simply means minus 6 times minus 6, and that will give us 36, because minus times minus is plus and 6 times 6 is 36. Now here becomes 36 minus 4 times 9 is 36, and 36 times 1 will also give us 36. All over 2 times 9 will give us 18. Okay, let us proceed. X is equal to 6 plus or minus square root of 0. How did I get 0? 36 minus 36 is 0. Mind you, it is not always 0 that is the value here. It just depends on the question that you are solving with. Okay, without wasting time, all over 18. Now, x becomes 6 plus or minus 0 over 18. Why? Because the square root of 0 is 0. So what did I say you will do when you get to this point? You separate. You what? You separate. Now when you separate, you have this. X is equal to 6 plus 0 over 18, or 6 minus 0 over 18. Now when you do this, x is equal to 6 plus 0 gives us 6 over 18, or 6 minus 0 also gives us 6 over 18. Now, simplifying this fraction, 6 can cancel 6, and at the same time, 6 can cancel 18. Now, when 6 cancels 6, 1, and when 6 cancels 18, 3. Or when 6 cancels 6, 1, and when 6 cancels 18, 3. So it means the roots of the equation 9x squared minus 6x plus 1 equal to 0 are 1 over 3 or 1 over 3. Now, it does not necessarily mean that the roots are always the same. No, it depends on the question that is given to you. It could be yes 1 over 3 and yes minus 2 over 3. It doesn't matter. It depends mainly on the type of question that is given to you. So in our next video, we shall be looking at how we can use factorization method in solving quadratic equation. Finally, we have come to the end of today's class, and I believe you have learned something new. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. Till we meet again in our next video, have a nice day. God bless you.